the Widening Gyre #2 came out.
Yeah.
My hero.
Gyre. Anyway, issue 2 came out. Yeah, it's more of the same. I love Kevin Smith, and it's at least interesting because he's pulling some interesting characters out, some characters that probably haven't seen the light of day in a while. Silver St. Cloud is premiered, is not premiered, but she's reintroduced in this issue. We still have no idea who this goat-headed guy is that keeps popping up and helping Batman out, but I guess that'll be explained later.
I hope his name is Goathead.
Yeah, they make some comment about that, like not being a very good name. So
more of the same. So with Widening Gyre #2.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely doesn't. I mean, it doesn't have like the same appeal. But I think this is a little bit better story just because it has a lot better flow and there's not as much dialogue. So
a Kevin Smith comic with less dialogue has to be a better Kevin Smith comic.
Relatively speaking. So it's less. It's certainly less text. It was less text to read in this issue than in the first.
Okay.
So this issue's on time, right?
Yeah.
Probably behind years ago. Green Lantern 46. Who read it?
I read it.
Yeah.
It was
I liked it.
Yeah.
We're sort of in the middle, and it feels like the middle.
I read a preview. Someone read it. It was a review and said, "Oh, it has some killer dialogue." And
you want me to tell you what my problem is with it? I think it's in the wrong book. I think that that story
is Blackest Night story.
Well, no. I think that story probably should have been in Green Lantern Corps because everything building up to that was in Green Lantern Corps.
Yes.
All the stuff with Mongol, none of it was in the regular Green Lantern book, which made no sense why it's actually in the regular Green Lantern book, except for Jeff Johns wanted to write it.
Well, but they're trying to bring it, obviously they've got to have all of these stories start to intersect. But, I mean, the thing that actually irritated me the most is that I really wanted to see Sinestro just sort of, kick Mongol's ass. And what really ended up happening was that he outsmarted him. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, it's just like, it was sort of like, they're my rings. I'm smarter than you.
No, are they trying to say that this is the same Mongol that was in at Coast City? Because this is the son.
Yeah, it's the same Mongol. They haven't changed that.
But he's dead. We have it's the Mongol running around the DC universe is the son of that Mongol.
They're trying to make you forget that.
Oh.
They want you to think because remember he had a sister once.
Yes.
There were two Mongols. There was like a sister and there was the brother. Well, he killed her. She's dead. And the reason
Mongol.
Is that her name?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Mongol.
But no, he killed her, and they've not referenced that at all. Really, not a whole lot. But I think they're just wanting you to forget about it and think that hey, he's just Mongol.
Well,
it's easier that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was just that. I mean, that was the only thing that kind of bothered me. I was just kind of like, I would have liked to see Sinestro actually use his ring to overpower Mongol rather than
with willpower,
just using
power to instill fear.
Well, something along those lines, rather than it being, a fail-safe mechanism. Which just kind of seems cheap to me.
It does seem cheap. Anyone else besides me read Teen Titans Blackest Night #2?
Unfortunately, yes.
Sorry. You can spoil it.
It had the creepiest picture I've ever saw in a comic ever.
Which one?
Donna Troy's baby, sort of reaching out for her. The corpulent baby.
That's the cover, isn't it?
It's like page 1 or page 2. I mean, that was it. I mean, it was creepy and dead baby, creepy, dead baby. But I mean, that's it.
Dead babies are creepy.
Ultimately, I mean, for as much as I sort of enjoyed some of the first issue, I was totally bored by this one. It just nothing. It was the same. I mean, it essentially by the first 2 pages, everything that was going to happen happened.
Basically.
The first 2 pages happen, and then it's all just sort of reacting to what happened, and then the last panel, and that's it.
Yeah, it's kind of a throwaway. I mean, this is why I don't like big multi-part story arcs, is because, events, is because you get stuff like this. And Superman Blackest Night #2, you get stuff like that.